Hello everyone, welcome back. History with Hilbert, your host as always, and today I'm going to be continuing our little three-part series on Cyrus the Great. And in this one we're going to be focusing solely on the Battle of Thymbra. Now, a quick recap before we dive into this next episode. So, Cyrus the Great, he was a 6th century, and that's BC by the way, ruler of Anshan, which is, or was, a kingdom in modern-day Iran. Now, his grandfather was the Median Emperor of the large empire of the Medes, who were one of the peoples of the region. And he actually tried to have his grandson, so Cyrus, our hero, he tried to have him killed by sending an army. However, Cyrus is a wily old goat, even at a young age, and with the help of his grandfather's general Harpagus, Cyrus defeats the Medes. However, a new danger arises, and soon he is under threat from another empire, from the Lydians, who are commanded by King Croesus, and he crossed over into Cyrus's new territory and attacked the city of Pteria before fighting Cyrus to a stalemate outside. But Cyrus isn't a quitter, and he follows Croesus right back into Lydia and attacks him outside his own city of Sardis. Now, let's get into the battle. Croesus first forms up his infantry in a large mass in the centre, with cavalry protecting the flanks. Now, Cyrus does pretty much the same thing with his infantry, except he also has wings off the central core of infantry facing the cavalry so that they can't be easily outflanked. And he also places his own cavalry on the wings. Now, it's important to remember, especially from the last video I mentioned this as well, how outnumbered Cyrus was. Herodotus and Xenophon later give the account that the ratio was 2-1, that there were, for every Achaemenid fighting, there would be 2 Lydians fighting. So he's very outnumbered, and each cavalry wing on the Lydian army was made up of 30,000 men. So Cyrus is really in for a hard time in this battle. Now, one thing that he's hoping is going to turn the battle in his favour is this little trick that he's been taught by his general Harpagus, who, if you remember from the last time, was also the general who helped him out against his own grandfather, the Median Emperor. And what he does is he places the camels on the wings and in front of his own infantry. Now, as the day progresses, Cyrus orders his infantry forwards, and moving forwards, the enemy cavalry see that the infantry are moving and they're out of formation, and they swoop down and they take this chance. And the enemy cavalry, they rush in and they attack the infantry, because when the infantry are moving, they're more vulnerable to attack, especially from cavalry, because they've left behind the safety of their own cavalry, and they're maybe perhaps more out of formation, less likely to be concentrating on a possible attack from the flank. So the enemy cavalry, the Lydians, they charge in. However, the Lydians charge in, but then Cyrus, he plays his trump card, and he sends in his camels. And as you know from the last time, horses do not like camels, and the horses rout, the horsemen rout. The camels absolutely terrify the horses, and they stop them long enough for the Achaemenid horses to charge in. And then we get the clash of the two cavalries, the Lydian cavalry, who are in disarray because of the camels, and now being charged at by the well-organised Achaemenid cavalry. Seizing the initiative, Cyrus now also sends in his infantry, and before long the Lydian cavalry are absolutely shattered, and they completely rout. They retreat from the field of battle. Now, Cyrus is in a very good position, and he says, right, we're going to move up the infantry. So he sends in his own Achaemenid infantry to attack the Lydian infantry in the centre, who have just watched their 2 brigades of 30,000 cavalry in each completely and utterly smashed and routed by the forces of Cyrus with the help of a few camels. So his infantry are advancing, and as well as this, he's obviously just routed the enemy cavalry, so he can send his infantry up without any fear of cavalry attacking. But as well as this, he can use his own cavalry, who have hardly had a dint from the enemy attack, and he can use them to outflank the enemy infantry. And before long, there's a large melee ensuing between the two forces, which are now more evenly matched because of the defeat of the Lydian cavalry. And before long, large pockets of Croesus' men start to surrender. Although the Lydian king himself, Croesus himself, actually manages to escape to Sardis with his bodyguard. So the battle is won. Cyrus wins the Battle of Thymbra by using camels and by using the trick that his general Harpagus told him. However, the war isn't won yet. Croesus manages to get away into Sardis. Now, they do actually set up a siege of Sardis, which lasts a grand total of 14 days, before Cyrus captures the city and captures the defeated Lydian king Croesus. And instead of killing Croesus, Cyrus actually keeps him alive and makes him a counselor, which in the next episode you will see is a very smart move on his behalf. Alright guys, thank you very much for watching. This has been part 2 of Cyrus the Great, the First Persian, the Battle of Thymbra. Now, please let me know if you've enjoyed this video. I know a lot of new people have come onto the channel today, something I'm very grateful for. Let me know, have you enjoyed this video? Like, comment, and subscribe if you're new. And I will be seeing you again shortly with more History with Hilbert, Cyrus the Great, the First Persian. See you soon, guys.